Hi, and welcome to a little tutorial about some of the tasks on page 7 of the Document Design Workbook. Now, the first thing you'll see up the top where it says tasks, the first bullet point, your teacher will show you or tell you about lorem ipsum. Now, what lorem ipsum is, it's like a different language, and you can find a chunk of it by just Googling for it. Lorem ipsum. I sometimes don't spell it properly. And click on the top link, and what it is it's just a made-up language which is designed to look similar to normal English text. And so what you can do is you can use it, you can just copy big chunks of it and paste them into your document rather than writing your actual words. This is what lorem ipsum looks like. So I can just use this in my document to fill up the spaces. And so like I've copied that, and then I go to my, say this is my publisher document, and I just paste it into there. And so it doesn't matter what the words say, it's the design we're looking at. And so it's like placeholder text. It just fills in the place where the final words are going to go in the end. So when you're designing a document and it doesn't really matter what it says, you can use this instead of actual words. Now, the second bullet point on that page in the workbook says your teacher will show you a few tricks for working with images in Publisher. Now this is one I have already made for last year, so I'm just going to paste a new bunch of text in there. Actually, maybe I'll make a new page even. So I click over there, insert page. I'm going to paste the words in that I just, oh, that is not what I meant to paste in. Did I not go copy on that web page? Hang on. Copy. Paste. Okay, the cool thing about Publisher is you have this space around the outside where you can save and move around images, and they will stay there when you're going from page to page. Anyway, so I've got a picture there. I've got one of the school crest and one of some random people who maybe some of you will know. Firstly, one of the coolest things with document design is the way that the words and the pictures fit around each other. In Publisher, if these dots go red, it means your text is overflowing. You can make the text box bigger. If you wanted to go from page to page, say you were making a brochure, you could, like, so see you get that overflow. These little three dots, you click on that and you get this little jug. So if you had another text box on the next page you want to tip the overflow into, you can do that. Now I don't have another text box, but hang on. Oh, it made me one when I clicked. So then on the second page I would put that, and then as this text box, if I shrank that text box, it should fill up, it flows over onto the other text box. So if this one's big enough to hold all the info, that other box became empty, but if I shrink this one down, it kind of tips some of it into the overflow box, which would be on the second page of the book or the brochure or whatever. Okay, that's one Publisher trick, and I'm going to kill that for now because that just distracts us. Now another one is when you put a picture into your document, so you can have it like what I've done here, which is behind the text, but you basically have up here under format, you're looking for this picture here, wrap text, and you can choose if there's no formatting, if it's square. Ooh, hang on, why isn't the writing getting out of the way? Oh, maybe the picture needs to be, hang on. Now I'm having trouble grabbing that picture back. I'll just bring that to the front, right click, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, okay, so it has done it. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so if I say none, it's just on top of the words, it's covering them up. If I say square, it's nice and square and tidy, fitting the shape of the picture. If I said tight, it's the same as square usually. Top and bottom, that means it's shifted the writing above and below the picture. I'll give you a better preview of that, just a minute. Top and bottom, it does that, goes above and below. How annoying. And through, it should show through, and it's not, I'm not sure why. Oh, do you want Publisher to create a new wrap boundary? Okay, what's that going to do? Nothing really. Okay. In line with text, that means as I move the picture, the words go around it, but that's kind of ugly. I quite like, oh, go away, that's not what I want. I want to show you one of my favorite ones, and okay, I quite like this where we can edit the wrap points. So basically around the edge I can shift that. I can click and drag and I can make it that the words will kind of flow around my picture. And in one of the examples in the workbook on page 7, the second example, the Mac Literate Designer, they've kind of done that with the chord of the mouse. So if you click on the border, it makes a new edit point. If you drag an existing edit point, it just moves what you've got. And then the words can flow quite tightly towards your picture. Now they're still square, but then now that I've changed the wrap boundary, what I'm thinking is, oh, okay, I lied. It's not going any closer and it's annoying me. Anyway, you may have to fiddle around with that because every time I do it, it's a year apart and I keep forgetting how I do it. But you can, by doing what we just did, make it that, oh, it's undone itself because I clicked off it and back into it. Now, I think this time will it stay? Otherwise, you guys are going to have to experiment because you might as well, other than me experimenting. Do I have to? No, that didn't. Why isn't it working? Okay, you guys experiment with that. I could do it, and I know I can because last year I managed to do it when I was showing the class, and now I've forgotten how. But have an experiment, and if you want to, Google edit wrap points in Publisher or something like that and see what you get. Okay, the second thing I want to show is how to make the picture have a transparent background. You click on your picture and you go Format, Recolor, and you click on that one, Set Transparent Color, and in this case I want the white to be see-through, so I click on it and now the white's see-through. Hey, and now I'm getting my wrap points. Oh, that's that thing I was just showing you. The wrap points now are shifting after all. Okay, don't ask me why. But yeah, you can do that if you want to. And you can therefore make your text flow around your picture quite nicely. Okay, next thing. So that's setting a transparent color, and you'll notice that this, oops, if I bring these side by side, that one, oh, now I've made the background transparent so you can't see it. But before I started, this had a white background. Now I've clicked transparent color and you can see the background's gone see-through. So that was using Recolor, Set Transparent Color. You can only have one transparent color per picture. Okay, what else have we got here? We've got this picture. Say we wanted to make a bit of that transparent. We could, but we can of course only do one color. I'll try for that blue. It made it see-through, but because this is a photo, the colors aren't nice and uniform. They have different shadings, so it kind of looks weird with its see-through color going on. Okay, what else? Oh, stretching your text. Like in this example up here, we've got, oh, scroll. See how that paragraph looks kind of normal, whereas this paragraph looks kind of warped and weird. Now let's see if I can remember how to do this. I'm going to grab a paragraph of text and I'm going to, oh, that wasn't too hard to remember. Oh, very tight, tight, normal, loose, very loose. It's kind of stretched it, but then we've got more spacing, and in this one you've got a lot more options. You can do, is it giving me oh yeah, it gives me the preview down there, so I won't see it in my page until I go okay. But let's try some of the other things, because I believe in this little box there are different things you can do. There's these fancy words called tracking and kerning, which are interesting, and if you want to know, you can Google them. They're kind of typography terms, which I find quite cool. Then what else? The line spacing, that's this one here. I think most of you have discovered that. You can change how far apart the lines are. What else is in our little workbook? Oh, the 3 dots. Now, see how up here and on the second task on your workbook we have the 3 dots. You have the easiest way, which I did on this one. I mean, you can, if you want to, go insert and insert symbol, which is not working for me here, but yours probably will. But all I did when I made this little example sheet, oh, come on, it's not letting me add things because I'm not in a text box. I could just make a text box and then it might let me, although that's kind of annoying. If you want to insert shapes, grab the little circle, make a dot, color it in using your drawing tools, shape fill black, and then Control C, Control V to copy and paste, and you can nudge using the keys and shift it to where you want it to be. Then you can click and drag all around it to get both selected, and then go group, and then go copy and paste, and then you have 4 of them. And of course you can do the same thing again, group them again, Control C, Control V, and you can make your dots like that. That's just one way of doing them. There's all different ways. Now if you have trouble with the alignment, like see how slightly wonky, kind of annoying, you can select both pictures and you can go align, and this will tell them to align up across the bottom line, to align side by side across the middle. You can have them above and below each other, that kind of thing. So I'm going to align bottom, and now they're both horizontal on the page. Okay, what else is in that thing that you might need to know? There's a picture, the third little advert, the red cross one. It's got a picture with curved edges. Oh, let me see how easy that is. I'm not actually sure if I remember how to do this one. Oh, this one I used that transparent background tool to delete the background off. You can always do that in GIMP anyway. Okay, curved edges on a picture. Oh, I know how I would do that one, because there are usually different ways. I'd go shape, I'd grab a shape with curved edges. The only problem is in that red cross one, only one of the edges is curved. I'm not quite sure how you'd do that, but anyway, I'll do it this way just because I can. So the shape outline, I'm going to tell it to have no outline, so it's actually see-through, but it is curved. And then I want to put a picture into it. Now, oh, go away. I could add text. No, how do I change the background? Oh, I remember now. Shape fill. Oops, I didn't mean to click on black. Undo. Okay, shape fill, and I'm going to fill it with a picture. And so, have I got a picture? Come on. So I'm going to see if I've got a picture somewhere. There's a picture, that'll do, and that fills that shape with a picture. You can, there are different tools. Hey, but it's, oh yeah, it has got curved edges, but you can't see them because of it being kind of little. So it's, you can only actually see the curved edges on the bottom because the top is just white and it's against a white background. So there's a bit of, so yeah, so you could do that, but it's, you'll have to mess around and experiment with that and help each other. I could show you in detail, but I think that's not a useful use of my time right now. The next advert, the one at the bottom left one, the vacancy one, oh, filling a shape with a texture. Shape fill, texture. That looks a lot like what they've used for that advert, easy peasy. Oh, you all know about bringing things to the front and to the back. So like, oops, right click, bring to front, hey, or order, bring to front, bring forward, bring backward. If there were words overlapping it, it would also say bring in front of text because it handles that slightly differently, but yeah, easy peasy, overlapping. What else? If you need to shift words close together, it can be quite tricky. If you want to have two words strangely overlapping or close together, like in some of these examples, you actually have to put them in different text boxes, make one text box see-through, and tell it to have no whatchamacallit, what do you call that? Oh, text wrapping, and then you can actually drag it so it overlaps the picture, the words above or below, that kind of thing. And the bottom right hand one, I believe that one was just made using a tricky combination of shapes, drawing tools and shapes, so you may need to just get carried away and experiment. If the worst comes to the worst, you can use the curve tool and just click drag, make your shapes that way. If you want them to be a closed shape, you go back to the start, and when you click, it'll turn it into a closed shape. Experiment, enjoy, have some fun, try to challenge yourselves to do new things. Don't forget simple, easy things like turning your text on its side, all that sort of carry on. Okay, I hope that's useful. Sorry it was such a long video and it put half of you to sleep. See you later.